Alright, hey guys, Mr. Kyle, Myers Mathematics, and let's just jump into it. This is not 12, but it was easier to do one screenshot. So we're doing 13 today, and we're going to find a formula for the general term, a sub n, of each of the following sequences. And so for 13, it's going to be 1, negative 1/3, positive 1/5, negative 1/7, dot, dot, dot. So let's see. I'm going to write this with a denominator in it because I feel like that's going to help. And then I'm going to rewrite it so that they're all next to each other. All right. And so, oh, I almost put the 7 in the wrong place. So it looks like there's a couple things happening. Well, one thing that's not happening is the numerator. The numerator isn't really changing. I mean, it's, the sign is changing, but like the number 1 doesn't change to a different number. So that's going to stay the same. So a sub n is going to be equal to 1. And then there is a sign change. Like this is positive, this is positive. So it's every other. And whenever that happens, a lot of times that means that we have one of these. And I might need to change the sign of that. If I'm starting at n equals 1, then I actually need to either plus 1 or minus 1 to this. And that's usually the only thing that you ever need to do with negative 1 to the n. It's either negative 1 to the n or negative 1 to the n plus 1, and those are really like the only two you need. And I need to do the n plus 1 because n normally starts at 1 for sequences. So if n starts at 1, then it would be negative 1 to the 1 plus 1 power, which is negative 1 to the second power, which is positive 1. I need my first term to be positive. And then on the bottom, it looks like we're just adding 2 every time, right? So plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And that's the thing with building your formulas is that you don't try to build it by like, oh, how did I get from 1 to negative 1/3? And then I got from negative 1/3 to 1/5. Like, no, you take it one little piece at a time and you build it one step at a time instead of just trying to figure out what the entire pattern is. Just figure out what pieces of the pattern are and then kind of staple them all together. And that's usually a lot simpler. The bottom looks like it's just going to be n plus something. It's going by 2's, so I need a 2n. Right? Like if n is 1, that's 2. If n is 2, that's 4. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But these are odd numbers, so I need to plus 1 to this. Or would I minus 1? Yeah, I'm going to minus 1 actually. Because I want my first term to be 1. So on the bottom, if n is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. If n is 2, the second term is negative 1/3. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. Right? So anytime you're doing an arithmetic sequence, if you ever get stuck on how to build that, you can always default to the formula for the arithmetic sequence, right? So n minus 1 times d. So if we just focus on the bottom, the first term on the bottom is 1, and then n minus 1 times the common difference of 2, and then you would just clean that up, right? So that'd be 1 plus 2n minus 2, and then that would be 2n minus 1. So you can always do it that way as well, but you need to know the arithmetic sequence formula. And I would recommend knowing it. Like, at the end of the day, the more formulas you know, the bigger your tool belt. And the more tools you have, the better chance you are going to have at like fixing whatever the problem is, right? Using like a mechanic analogy here. So you need more tools. If you don't have a lot of the formulas, just start with the basics and go from there. But you could do that as your backup plan. Just use the arithmetic sequence formula and get it that way. But that's basically it. I don't really need this one anymore. It was kind of just a placeholder. So this right here is my answer. There we go. All right, cool. Well, hope that's been helpful. And you can check out other videos on the channel, as well as content on my website, myersmathematics.com. And like for instance, there's a free PDF I have on there called the 5 math mistakes everyone makes and how to avoid them. So you can go check that out, grab that for free. It's a cool little guide I made. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.